There are nights, Libra, when the silence feels alive, when the room is still, yet your heart senses movement. You glance toward the corner of the room, and though nothing is there, you know someone is. You felt it, that invisible presence that wraps around you like a memory that refuses to fade. Sometimes it's in the faint smell of her perfume that drifts through the air. Other times, it's in the way your name echoes differently when you're alone, as if spoken softly from another realm. Your late mother has been watching, waiting, whispering, not from a place of sorrow, but from a space of light where love never dies. Her hands may no longer touch your face, but her spirit still moves the air around you, gently, deliberately, because something near you has shifted, Libra, something unseen, something she cannot ignore. This message is not born of fear, it is born of protection. A mother's final duty that transcends even the boundary of death. She has seen what your eyes cannot yet see, and now she's trying to warn you. You've felt her lately, haven't you? That sudden stillness when your thoughts grow heavy. The strange dream where she appeared but said nothing. The morning you woke up with tears you couldn't explain. None of it is random. These are the ways a spirit speaks when words are no longer possible. Your mother has chosen this moment, this exact chapter in your life, to reach through the veil and remind you, you are not alone, and I am still protecting you. Comment below, I'm listening, Mom. Let her know you've received the call. Let the heavens see that your heart is open. Because before this night ends, Libra, you will understand why her presence has grown stronger, and what she's trying so desperately to keep you safe from. Sometimes, Libra, a mother's love doesn't end where life does. It only changes how it speaks. When she left this world, there were words she still wanted to say, emotions she couldn't finish expressing, and promises she quietly folded into eternity. That's why her energy lingers, not to haunt you, but to hold you. There are moments you've brushed them off, thinking, maybe it's just my imagination. But deep inside, you know better. That faint scent of her perfume that fills the room for no reason. The song she used to hum coming on the radio, right when you needed comfort. The flicker of the candle flame when her name crosses your mind. These are her ways of saying, I'm still here. She walks with you in silence, her spirit resting gently beside yours. Because what she couldn't tell you in words, she now tells you in signs. And lately, those signs have grown stronger, clearer, heavier. That's because something around you is shifting. Something is trying to draw your attention, and she refuses to stay quiet while you stand close to danger you can't yet recognize. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. There's an energy near you that doesn't wish you well. It hides behind smiles, or perhaps behind opportunities that seem perfect at first glance. But your mother, from where she stands, sees through it all. She's watching the intentions of those around you, sensing the spiritual imbalance before you do. You may have noticed that recently your peace feels disturbed, your mind feels pulled in too many directions, or your heart has been uneasy without reason. That's her gentle warning, the tug in your spirit that says, be still, look closer. Because she knows how easily your kind heart can overlook red flags in the name of love, loyalty, or hope. She knows you've always tried to see the best in people, even when they show you their worst. And so now, from beyond this world, she steps in to protect you, not by words, but by rearranging the atmosphere around you. You may feel delays, sudden cancellations, or things not going as planned. You might think it's bad luck, but it's not. It's divine interruption. Your mother's spirit is standing in the path, saying, not this time, my child. This path leads to pain. She wants you to slow down before you say yes to something that doesn't align with your peace. She wants you to look deeper before you trust someone whose energy feels uncertain. And she wants you to remember that not everyone who smiles at you carries good intentions. Some people come to test your boundaries, and others to drain your light. Her love won't let that happen. Even from beyond, she's fighting for your calm, your safety, and your destiny. The bond you shared wasn't broken by death, it was strengthened by eternity. And this chapter of your life, the one where you feel alone, uncertain, or emotionally tired, is exactly where her spirit becomes most active. So when you sense that chill in the air or that sudden warmth in your chest, don't dismiss it. That's her, reminding you that her love didn't end. It only became invisible. A love so powerful it still shields you from what your eyes can't yet see. Libra, she's saying to you now, I couldn't finish the conversation when I was there, so I'm finishing it now. You are safe, you are seen, and I'm not letting anything hurt you, not again. Libra, lately your life may have felt like it's spinning in directions you didn't expect. Things you trusted seem to be crumbling. People you thought would stay have walked away. Plans that once felt certain suddenly fell apart without warning. It's confusing, isn't it? But what if I told you, none of it is random? These moments, the endings, the delays, the sudden silence, are not punishment. They are protection. They are the hands of your late mother, moving unseen, rearranging your path before you step into something that could harm you. You've been asking God for clarity. But Libra, clarity rarely arrives gently. It often comes wrapped in chaos, in the things you don't understand while they're happening. The argument that broke your heart, the friend who suddenly turned distant, the opportunity that slipped away, they were all hidden answers to your prayers. Your mother's spirit pleaded for divine interference, because she saw the traps being set in places you couldn't see. She has always known your heart, how you give second chances, how you carry compassion, even for those who don't deserve it. She knows that you see potential in everyone, even when their intentions are not pure. And because she understands your softness, she steps in to guard it. That's why you've been losing things you thought you couldn't live without. Because her love, even from beyond, refuses to let you stay where your peace will be destroyed. You may have noticed lately that certain people you once trusted now feel off. Their words don't match their actions. Their energy drains you instead of uplifting you. Every time you try to make it work, something happens to pull you away. Plans fall through, communication breaks, emotions shift. That's your mother's spirit standing between you and deception. She's whispering to your soul, "Not this one. Not this time." And Libra, even though it hurts, she's asking you to trust the interruption. She knows something you don't, that some smiles hide envy, that some offers carry spiritual traps, and that not everyone around you claps for your light. She's seen the conversations you weren't meant to hear. She sensed the jealousy behind polite faces. She's moved obstacles not to test you, but to save you. It's why you've been feeling emotionally tired, confused, or isolated lately. You think you're being abandoned, but you're actually being filtered, separated from what doesn't deserve your next chapter. Her spirit has been shaking your environment, pulling away the wrong hands from your life, because she knows you're too close to a divine turning point to let darkness follow you there. This chaos is her signal. It's her way of saying, you've entered a sacred transition, and not everyone can come with you. So don't chase what's leaving. Don't beg for doors that closed. Some of those closures were her doing, a mother's final act of defense from beyond this world. Because she saw something forming around you that could have cost your peace, your energy, or your destiny. And now, through every disrupted plan and sudden ending, she's guiding you to pause, breathe, and see things for what they really are. Her message for you is gentle but firm. Be careful with new faces that feel too familiar. Be discerning with invitations that come wrapped in excitement. Be slow to promise your loyalty where the spirit gives you hesitation. She's guarding your future like she once guarded your childhood. Quietly, fiercely, and with love deeper than time itself. Even in death, her mission hasn't changed. You are still her child, and she's still standing between you and what was meant to wound you. So Libra, the next time something collapses suddenly, don't rush to rebuild it. Ask yourself instead, was that her hand protecting me again? Because more often than not, it is. Libra, your mother's love didn't fade when she left this world. It only changed its language. She no longer speaks through words you can hear. She speaks through moments you feel. And lately those moments have been increasing, haven't they? You've been noticing small, strange things that touch your heart in quiet ways, things that seem random, yet feel deeply personal. You wake up at 3:33 a.m., and instead of fear, you feel calm, as though someone is watching over you. You walk through your day and suddenly see her birthday numbers on a receipt, on a clock, or on a passing license plate. You overhear her favorite song in a store, or a stranger laughs in a way that sounds just like her. These are not coincidences, Libra. They are breadcrumbs from the unseen, soft spiritual signals that she's near, guiding you, guarding you, and reminding you, you are not alone, even when you think you are. If you've ever felt an unexplained warmth on your shoulder while you were crying, that was her, placing a shield of comfort around you. If you've suddenly changed your mind about going somewhere or meeting someone because something didn't feel right, that wasn't fear. That was her whisper, quietly protecting you. She's been using everything around you to communicate: numbers, dreams, music, nature. She's been trying to warn you without alarming you, to guide you without scaring you. Because she knows you're sensitive. Your heart feels deeply, your energy absorbs easily, and your intuition is strong, but sometimes clouded by emotion. So she sends you signs that only you would recognize. Moments that speak directly to your soul and make you stop, think, and feel her again. Recently, those signs have grown more persistent because there's something she needs you to pay attention to. Something from your past is trying to find its way back to you. A situation, a person, or a habit you once walked away from. It may look different this time, appear more peaceful, or seem like it's changed, but spiritually, it carries the same energy that once drained you. That's why you've been feeling torn. Your heart says one thing, but your spirit hesitates. That hesitation is her protection. It's her way of saying, do not return to the place that broke you. Do not revisit what I helped you escape from. Because the danger she sees isn't just about external harm, it's emotional and spiritual. It's something that could dim your light, distract your purpose, or reopen an old wound that you've already healed from. Your mother's soul stands between you and that danger, intercepting the energy before it reaches you. She sees what you cannot. The motives behind the smiles, the spiritual weight behind the opportunities, the energy behind the intentions. And every sign she sends is a form of invisible intervention. Every time you feel that chill on your neck or warmth in your chest, every time your body feels still but your spirit feels alert, that's her standing near you. You may even notice feathers, coins, butterflies, or flickering lights appearing more often. She uses creation itself to speak to you. She knows you'll recognize it, because only a mother knows how to reach her child's heart. Her message is gentle but firm. The past is calling, but not everything that calls deserves an answer. She wants you to walk forward, not backward, because the next season of your life is too sacred to be contaminated by old energy. She's asking you to trust her, even when the signs don't make sense right away. Libra, when you feel that sudden peace for no reason, it's her saying, you're safe. When you feel uneasy around someone new, it's her warning, be careful. And when you feel a deep sense of comfort during your loneliest moments, it's her promise that she's still right there, shielding you from the things your eyes cannot see. So tonight, pay attention, because the signs you've been brushing off aren't small. They're messages from love that refuse to die. Your mother is still protecting you, and she's not done guiding you yet. Libra, there are moments in your life that defy reason. Moments that can't be explained by logic or chance. Moments when you were about to make a choice and something you couldn't even name what stopped you. Moments when you planned to go somewhere and suddenly plans fell apart. Moments when you were about to trust someone and your intuition whispered wait. That wait wasn't hesitation, it was her voice. When a mother leaves this world, her love doesn't end, it transforms. It becomes invisible but powerful. A shield of energy that surrounds her child day and night. It listens to your thoughts, it walks beside your tears, and it stands guard when danger tries to come too close. That's what's happening around you right now, Libra. Your mother's energy is working harder than ever before, because something, a situation, a temptation, or even a person was being formed to distract you, to lead you off your purpose, or to drain your peace. But her spirit intercepted it before it reached you. She's been blocking unseen paths, changing directions you didn't even know could harm you. That's why lately you may feel disconnected from people, from plans, from things that used to excite you. It's not that you've lost your spark, it's that you're being insulated, not isolated. Heaven is pulling you aside so you can see clearly again. Because when too many voices surround you, it's easy to lose the sound of your own soul. She's whispering to you now, stop trying to belong where your spirit doesn't fit. Your peace has been trying to tell you the truth, that not every circle deserves your presence, and not every opportunity is divine. Your mother sees the traps that are emotional, not physical, those subtle attachments that steal your joy little by little, the connections that seem kind but leave you empty. She's stepping in to protect you, not from what you can see, but from what's hidden behind smiles and timing. You might not realize it yet, but her spirit has been redirecting your steps. The missed calls, the canceled meetings, the delays that frustrated you. Each one was a form of divine rerouting. Every time something didn't go your way, something dark was being dissolved in the background. Libra, her protection is not loud, it's quiet, but powerful. It's the feeling you get when you sense peace in the middle of confusion. It's the sudden urge to stay home when you had plans. It's the discomfort that rises in your chest when someone's words don't match their energy. That's her, speaking through your intuition, because her love has now merged with your discernment. The truth is, the battle for your peace was never about the people around you. It's always been spiritual, and she knows how easily your heart absorbs the pain of others. So she fights unseen wars to keep your spirit untouched. Her love has become an invisible weapon, one you don't even have to lift a finger to use. It surrounds you when you sleep, it walks before you when you wake, and it stays behind you to close doors that shouldn't reopen. So if you've been feeling disconnected or alone, understand this. You are not being abandoned, you are being preserved. Her protection is preparing you for what's next, a chapter that requires peace, clarity, and strength that distraction would have stolen. Her message is gentle but firm. You don't need to fight every battle, some are already won for you. Stay still, stay aware, and let my love continue to guard your way. Because Libra, her presence hasn't left, it's simply evolved into the very energy that shields your destiny. Libra, when your mother visits you in a dream, it isn't just memory replaying itself. It's communication from the unseen. Dreams are sacred gateways, places where the veil between this world and the next grows thin. In those quiet hours of sleep, her love still finds its way to you, traveling through light, through silence, through feeling. You might see her smiling but saying nothing. You might sense her standing beside you, sometimes near a doorway, sometimes surrounded by light. And when you wake up, there's that lingering warmth, a peace that stays with you long after the dream fades. That's not imagination. That's her. When she appears in your dreams, she's not there to make you sad or to remind you of loss. She's there because something is shifting in your life. Something important enough that heaven itself wants your heart to be ready. You may notice that, in those dreams, she doesn't always speak directly. Sometimes she looks past you, as though she's watching something else. That's because she's observing what's being prepared for your next season, keeping watch over the path you're about to walk. Her presence carries a single message. You're about to walk into a major shift, but you must first release old pain. She knows what you've been holding on to, Libra. The disappointments you never spoke of, the resentment that still lives in the corners of your heart, the guilt of things you couldn't fix, or the sadness of words that were never said. She knows because she feels every vibration of your soul, even now. And she's asking you gently to let go, because she cannot carry you into new blessings while you're still holding the weight of old wounds. Pain, if not released, turns into armor. and armor makes it hard for new light to reach you. That's why her message is not about grief, but about release. She's not asking you to forget. She's asking you to free yourself. Forgive not to excuse the hurt, but to reclaim your peace. Let go, not to erase the past, but to clear the space for healing to enter. Because she can only guide what you surrender. Every time you hold on to what broke you, it creates resistance in your spirit. But when you whisper, "I forgive, I release, I'm ready," her light moves closer, her protection grows stronger, and her blessings flow more freely into your path. You may wake from those dreams with tears, but those are tears of cleansing. They wash away the heaviness she's been helping you carry. And in that still moment after waking, when you feel calm, emotional, but safe, that's the moment her presence is strongest. If you wake up after seeing her, don't rush to analyze it. Simply place your hand over your heart and whisper, "I heard you, Mom. I trust your guidance." Each time you do, you strengthen the connection between your world and hers. Each acknowledgement becomes a bridge of light, allowing her to reach you more easily, to protect you more powerfully, and to lead you more clearly. Her secret message through your dreams is this: your soul is ready to rise again. Let go of what hurts, and I will help you rebuild in peace. Libra, her love didn't end when her heartbeat stopped, expanded. And now, through your dreams, she continues her purpose: to make sure you never walk through darkness without feeling the warmth of her presence beside you. Libra, your mother's spirit has never tried to scare you. She's not warning you from fear. She's guiding you toward freedom. Everything that has happened recently, the endings, the silence, the unexpected turns, has been leading you here, to this season of spiritual restoration. This is a time when clarity will come suddenly. People will begin to reveal who they truly are, without you having to dig for answers. Truth will no longer need to be searched for. It will simply unfold before your eyes. Situations that once confused you will start to make perfect sense. You'll realize that certain losses were actually lessons, and that some rejections were just redirections toward your divine path. Libra, your mother's energy is rearranging your world, not to make it harder, but to make it holy again. She's removing pretenders, exposing false intentions, and strengthening your ability to discern who truly deserves access to your heart. You are being realigned with peace, with purpose, and with people who will not drain your spirit. This season is not about grief anymore. It's about transformation. Your mother doesn't want you to live in sorrow. Her message is not, "Stay sad for me," but rather, "Live in a way that honors the love I left within you." She wants you to smile again without guilt. She wants you to build, to love, to create, because your joy keeps her light alive. She watches how far you've come, and her spirit swells with pride. You've walked through storms that could have destroyed others, yet here you stand, stronger, wiser, softer in heart, but sharper in spirit. Even when you doubted yourself, you were divinely guarded. Every tear you cried watered a new season of growth. Every quiet night of confusion was turning into a morning of revelation. She wants you to understand that the serious thing she's been protecting you from was not just physical danger. It was spiritual distraction. Something or someone was sent to pull you away from your peace, to drain your emotional strength, to lower your vibration and make you forget who you are. But her presence stepped in before that could happen. She shielded you with invisible grace, kept your heart from giving in, and redirected your soul toward its true path. Now, you're entering a divine season of renewal, where everything that felt heavy will begin to lift, and everything that felt unclear will start to make sense. This is not the ending of your story. It's the rebirth of your spirit. The pain is dissolving, the confusion is clearing, and the love she left within you, that eternal thread connecting her heart to yours, is lighting the way forward. Libra, your restoration has begun, and her spirit smiles as she whispers, "You made it through the hardest part, now live." So tonight, Libra, take a slow, deep breath. Let the world fall quiet for a moment. Close your eyes, not to escape life, but to feel it. Because in that stillness, Behind the rhythm of your heartbeat and the warmth behind your tears, she is there. She's not gone. She's not lost. She's simply unseen, living in a gentler, quieter form of existence that your eyes can't yet comprehend, but your soul still recognizes. You don't have to reach far to feel her. She's in the wind that brushes your cheek when you're thinking of her. She's in the way your name echoes in moments of stillness. She's in the peace that unexpectedly fills your chest when you thought you'd crumble. Her message to you is simple, Libra, but it carries eternity within it. My love never died. It only changed form. Her love is no longer physical. It has become light. It moves through time and space, guiding you silently, holding you softly, reminding you that death cannot end what love began. Every step you take in faith, every act of kindness you show, every smile you give when life feels heavy, these are all reflections of the love she planted within you. She's asking you to keep walking with courage, to live your days not in mourning, but in meaning, to make choices that bring peace, because peace was always her dream for you. When life feels uncertain, walk with awareness, because even in moments of confusion, she's lighting the path beneath your feet. You are not being haunted by her memory, Libra. You are being guided by her love. Her whispers are not echoes of the past. They are instructions for your future. Her silence does not mean absence. It means trust, faith, and presence in a higher form. When the nights grow quiet and loneliness tries to speak louder than hope, remember, you were never meant to carry grief forever. You were meant to grow through it. Because love like hers does not end. It evolves. It becomes the inner voice that reminds you to be gentle with yourself. It becomes the strength that rises in you when everything else feels lost. So tonight, as you sit in your own light, whisper softly, "Thank you, Mom, for every unseen prayer, every silent protection, every piece of love you still send my way." Let that be your closure and your continuation, both at once. Because her journey with you didn't stop the day she left. It simply shifted into another form. And as long as you breathe, her love will remain the quiet force that keeps your heart brave and your path protected. Comment below, "Her love still lives in me." Let those words seal this message in your spirit. And if this touched your heart, remember, she hears your gratitude in every breath of peace you take. Libra, her love never left you. It simply became the light that leads you home.